that over 70% of international students coming to America never see the inside of an American home. Huh? We want to change that.
Thousands of international students come to the United States each year. The majority of them sees it very challenging to adjust to the American life and culture. This is a story about a group of devoted American volunteers who founded a fellowship called ISEF, International Student Fellowship, since the year's 90s at Cal State East Bay, with a clear mission of helping international students to adjust to the American life and culture.
Okay, in 1994, I joined the organization called International Students Incorporated. And a couple of years later, my wife and I felt that we needed to start a fellowship here at Cal State East Bay, formerly known as Cal State Hayward. We began by offering an opportunity for students to come and practice English and enjoy an evening of fellowship and good food. We started off at a church called Village Church just down the hill from Cal State East Bay, and then about a year later moved that weekly fellowship to Neighborhood Church, which is in Castro Valley. The philosophy of ISF is as a organization that is centered on the Bible and God's love for all mankind. We desire that all international students will come to know that God loves them.
In order to reach that mission, ISF works with some devoted American volunteers.
We help provide free dinner every Friday night, so the volunteers, each volunteer brings some food to share with everybody. We also, my responsibility is also to help organize a lot of activities, and also especially is organize conversation groups. And that's one of my primary responsibilities, is to help students to find a conversation group with one of the American volunteers. And I also, so I contacted students, find out their schedule, and then try to match them with a volunteer during the weekday where their schedules can fit and they can join their group. The conversation groups is a great opportunity for the students to feel safe and comfortable to meet Americans and also other international students, to learn English, learn about grammar, American culture. Because we understand that students are here far away from their family and friends, and it's not always easy. They feel lonely, it's difficult to understand the culture. Even simple things that for me as American, it's very easy to get a bank account, go shopping, but for students who don't have cars and don't know the American way and system, it's challenging.
ISF has many activities each quarter to help the international student to understand the American life and culture. These activities range from conversation groups, hikes, basketball games, campings, and barbecue parties. July 2nd was a barbecue party to introduce international students to one of the American July 4th activities.
This weekend, July 4th, is a very popular outdoor celebration holiday where most Americans go outdoors and have barbecues. So tonight is an opportunity to give the students an opportunity to learn more about what we do on the 4th of July. And so we thought we would pick that kind of event for tonight for that reason.
In addition to being ISF members, some international students work as liaison and are doing a pretty good job.
So I become a liaison of International Student Fellowship, so it's kind of chain between a student group on campus and volunteers from different churches. So what was the problem before 6 months is students are ashamed of telling what they actually want from International Student Fellowship. So volunteers have one idea that why don't we have one chain who can communicate the ideas between the student group on campus and volunteers in the church. So go and stick with ISF is like a favicol for you guys, you know. People who actually wants love, they like your family, they are far from their countries, right? It's like you are a migrated bird from your country, you come here, you don't have your mom, you don't have your dad here, you don't have good loving hands on your head, so you become a most poor person in the world. And what they guys do is they put their loving hands on your head, and that's all you need.
ISF activities are very helpful to Cal State East Bay students through different ways.
I like the people in ISF first because if somebody asks international student about the hardest thing in American life, maybe many international students say the loneliness. And in ISF, there are a lot of nice people in there, and then they truly try to understand us and then also try to help us to adjust to American life easily. So in here, like many international students feels really lonely because they don't have family, they don't have English friends, and then sometimes they need advisors like in their own country.
For many international students, when they come in the United States, the English is not that good. So ISF is an organization that will welcome international students, you know, so that they can have, I would say, conversation group for them to improve their English. It's an aspect that I really like, because being part of this organization, you know, it is a direct interaction with Americans, and when they speak English, you know, when they make some mistakes, you know, these Native Americans, you know, correct them.
ISF is truly helping Cal State East Bay students to adjust to American life and culture. If you are a current or future Cal State East Bay student, consider joining ISF and enjoy your college experience at Cal State East Bay.